Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and I was scrolling through Netflix, and I come across this movie that I had put off, and I figure I like The Haunting of Hill House so much. You know what? I need to check out some of Mike Flanagan's other works, because the only one of his movies I've seen is Ouija, Axis of Origins of Evil, something like that. I don't know. I saw that a while back. It was pretty decent. I hadn't bothered to watch any of his other stuff, but after watching Haunting of Hill House and seeing how wonderfully he directs scenes and actors and writes dialogue and stuff like that, I figured, well, hell, his movies have to be wonderful too. So I watched Hush from 2016. Was it wonderful? Let's talk about it. So, right off the bat, excellent directing. I mean, Mike Flanagan knows what he's doing behind the camera. There's no doubt. There's no arguing about that. And as far as stories go, this is a pretty decent story. It's kind of original. You have someone with a handicap. You got Maddie, who is a deaf writer, and she lives in a secluded house out in the middle of nowhere. Her nearest neighbor is probably like a mile away, and you actually meet her neighbor. What was her name? Sarah comes to visit her. She's cooking, and I'm not gonna lie, the beginning of this movie made me kind of hungry because she's making the like this rack of lamb or something like that. Actually, it kind of looks like the tomahawk chops or whatever that you get at one of those $100 a plate restaurants. But yeah, the food looks good. I like the editing and the directing, how it shows how loud everything really is, but then it shows like her perspective. And then once Sarah comes over to return a book that was written by Maddie or whatever, she just finished her book and wanted to return it, they get to bullshitting, and she burns dinner, and she's got this smoke alarm that it's like the loudest and most obnoxious smoke alarm, but it vibrates the house and it wakes her up when she's sleeping, so that's cool. But anyway, yeah, I thought the beginning of the movie was really interesting, and then, once things get started, like, with the killings and whatnot, because there is a guy, and I can't really spoil a movie that's this, people are going to die in it, okay? So there's a person that gets killed, right? And when this person gets killed, this is, one of the most gut-wrenching kills I've seen in a movie, where they don't actually show you anything. The victim is just resting on him, and he's just staring at Maddie through the window, and Maddie can't hear none of this going on outside, so he's just stabbing away. And I loved it. I loved all of it. But then, once she realizes, oh shit, because he starts messing with her, and he sneaks in the house, he takes pictures of her, starts sending her pictures of her sitting in the house to her phone, or to her computer from her phone. And I thought, oh, this is gonna be a classic. This is great. And I don't know what it is, but it just seems like this movie just started taking forever. And it's like, what the fuck is the point? I mean, I get it. This guy's toying with him. And they're like, what? Are you that, like, do you have that much free time that you could just go fuck with people in the woods for however? I mean, it's the same thing with, like, The Strangers or whatever. But I don't know. I think my major problem with this is once the killer, or the man, whatever you want to call him, once he takes off his mask, he loses all sense of mystery, and because it's like, if you're not gonna give us any motive behind why this guy is doing what he's doing, then what's the fucking point? Okay, why take the fucking mask off? Why even show us his face? Now, granted, it does lead to one of the other scenes that I actually enjoyed in the movie. Later on, Sarah's boyfriend John comes by looking for her, and the man plays it off like he's a deputy sheriff and that he was attacked responding to a disturbance call, and you're hoping for the scene to go your way, and then it doesn't, and then you're just like, you sons of bitches. But yeah, it was like between that and then after that, between the rest of it, it was like, I mean, what the fuck? You could have just busted out the windows. I mean, this movie's only like an hour and 20 minutes long, but it just feels like it drags on for being such a short movie, and then it kind of doesn't really go anywhere. I mean, sure, it's got your typical happy sort of ending. I guess you would call it a happy ending. But, I mean, I'm conflicted. I mean, it was well shot. It's a well-made movie. It's absolutely well-made movie. It's a slightly original story. But it feels like it should have just been a short film. I mean, they did a wonderful job with what they did. It was just some of what they did wasn't as good as the rest of it. I don't know. I'm not a professional movie critic, okay? I don't know why this movie just felt like it drug on and almost might not have that much rewatchability. But there was definitely some good scenes. It's definitely a competent movie, but unfortunately, I can't say is that I would ever buy this. And I feel confident putting a number on it, and I'll give it, a 6.6, because that's what it has on IMDb. It has a 6.6. So we're going to give it a 6.6. I think the IMDb community kind of nailed this one on the head. I mean, I was going to give it a 7, but that would be reaching. So I'm going to stick with the community. It's an average slasher movie that could have been better, and it should have been better because of who was behind the camera and the pen. But, this is what we get. This is what we got. Actually, I just now looked down at this. This doesn't look bad. But anyway, everybody else, I just want you to know, look forward to Monday. I've got some packages coming. I'm going to open them on camera. It's basically going to be for the Patreon or the patrons, but I'm going to let everybody see it because I took all your patron money and then I put it with a little bit of my tax money, and we upgraded even more. As you all know, I don't know if you all know, but I recently picked up the Canon Rebel T5i, and we're going to start shooting with this. I'm also going to be going to Horror Hound here soon. I'll make a video addressing Horror Hound because we're going to be making a big video. But yeah, I've got this. But I've got some lights and some memory cards and some chargers and a bag and all kinds of stuff and accessories coming for this camera so that I can make videos with this camera and a different microphone. I'm going to keep the webcam and the Yeti for when I go live and do live streams and stuff like that. But for as far as reviews and vlog videos, of course, I might get me a vlog camera, and this will just be for my movie reviews and straight up YouTube videos. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that, but I just wanted to show you the goddamn camera and let you know that it's about to get real exciting, everybody. So if you're not subscribed, now's the time to subscribe. Also, make sure you like the video. That way I know that I did a halfway decent job. It's past my bedtime. I'm going to go to bed, and I'll probably... don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I love you guys. Bye.